Have you ever heard of May-Thurner syndrome? You might be surprised to learn that it's more common than you think. This medical anomaly, often tucked away in the annals of rare conditions, has recently been pushed into the spotlight. But what exactly is May-Thurner syndrome? In the simplest terms, it's a vascular condition. Imagine a bustling highway with cars zipping along. Now picture a sudden roadblock disrupting that smooth flow. That's exactly what happens in May-Thurner syndrome. An artery, specifically the iliac artery, acts as an inconsiderate roadblock, compressing a vein in the pelvis, the iliac vein to be precise. This compression results in restricted blood circulation, akin to a traffic jam in our highway analogy. Now you might be wondering, what are the telltale signs of this syndrome? Symptoms can be subtle and often overlooked. They include swelling, usually in one leg, pain in the affected area, and in severe cases, the formation of blood clots. It's a bit like your leg sending out SOS signals, asking for a little attention and care. Interestingly, May-Thurner syndrome seems to have a predilection for women, especially those who have experienced the joy of motherhood. Yes, you heard it right. Women who have given birth are more likely to encounter this condition. It's one of those peculiar quirks of nature, the reasons for which are still not fully understood. If you think about it, it's a bit like a secret society, hidden in plain sight, affecting a population subset unbeknownst to many. But, as with any secret society, once you know about it, you start seeing it everywhere. Now that we understand what May-Thurner syndrome is, let's delve into a recent event that brought this condition into the limelight. Enter Lauren Boebert, a Republican congresswoman who recently had a close encounter with this very syndrome. A day that might have been like any other took a dramatic turn when Boebert found herself dealing with severe swelling in her left leg. This was no ordinary leg cramp, my friends. It was a harbinger of a much more serious condition. Boebert's discomfort led her to the hospital, where medical professionals were quick to realize that something was awry. After some tests, the doctors made a surprising discovery. The cause of Boebert's leg swelling was not a simple muscle strain or minor injury. It was, in fact, a blood clot, but not just any blood clot. This was a clot caused by May-Thurner syndrome, a rare vascular condition more common in women. May-Thurner syndrome is a bit of a sneak. It's caused by an artery compressing a vein in the pelvis, restricting blood circulation. This can lead to blood clot formation, just like the one Boebert had. And while it's not inherently dangerous if untreated, it can lead to life-threatening complications. The diagnosis must have been a shock for Boebert. One moment, she was a congresswoman dealing with the day-to-day challenges of her role. The next, she was a patient with a rare medical condition, facing the prospect of surgery. But Boebert was not alone in her journey. She was in the capable hands of her medical team, who were prepared to do what was necessary to restore her health. They announced that she would undergo surgery to remove the clot and insert a stent, a common treatment for May-Thurner syndrome. But what happened next? How did Lauren Boebert cope with this sudden health crisis? Facing a serious health condition is no easy feat, but Boebert was ready to fight. The Colorado congresswoman didn't let the diagnosis of May-Thurner syndrome slow her down. Instead, she took active steps to address the condition, underlining her resilience and dedication. When the diagnosis was confirmed, Boebert underwent successful surgery to remove the life-threatening blood clot in her left leg. Now that's not a stroll in the park, but the congresswoman took it in stride. With the blood clot out of the way, the next step was to address the underlying issue, the compressed iliac vein. In a move as smooth as butter on a hot skillet, the medical team inserted a stent into Boebert's pelvis. A stent, for those of you who might not know, is like a tiny scaffolding, a small mesh tube that's used to treat narrowed or weakened arteries. In Boebert's case, it was used to keep her iliac vein open, ensuring unhindered blood flow. These procedures, the removal of the clot and the insertion of the stent, are common treatments for May-Thurner syndrome. They're like the 1-2 punch in the fight against this condition. And let me tell you, Boebert took this punch like a champ, bouncing back from the operation with the tenacity of a seasoned boxer. The doctors, of course, expect her to make a full recovery, which is great news. But the story doesn't end here. Boebert's journey has brought a rare condition into the spotlight, highlighting the importance of diagnosis and treatment. Lauren Boebert's story isn't just about overcoming a health crisis. It's also about raising awareness of a condition that is often overlooked. So while Boebert continues to serve her constituents, she's also unwittingly become an ambassador for May-Thurner syndrome. And that, my friends, is the mark of a true leader. So, what does life look like after a diagnosis of May-Thurner syndrome? Well, let's delve into that, shall we? Much like the plot of an intriguing novel, the tale doesn't end with the diagnosis. The recovery process and lifestyle changes that follow are critical chapters in this story. Being diagnosed with May-Thurner syndrome might feel like a daunting mountain to climb, but with the right care and treatment, it's more like a hill. Let's consider Boebert's story as an example. After her surgery, she is expected to make a full recovery and resume her normal activities. The road to recovery isn't always a straight path, but it's a journey worth taking. It's like getting back on a bike after a fall. With a bit of time and patience, you'll be pedaling along just fine. And what about lifestyle changes? Well, they're not as dramatic as one might imagine. Simple adjustments like avoiding prolonged sitting and incorporating regular exercise into your routine can make a world of difference. Think of it as a dance. You just need to learn the right steps. It's also worth noting that treatment doesn't always mean a life tethered to medication. Options like stent insertion, or in some cases surgery, can restore blood flow and reduce the risk of potential clotting. It's akin to clearing a blocked road. Once the obstacle is removed, traffic flows smoothly again. But let's not forget the importance of regular checkups and staying in tune with your body. It's like having a well-oiled machine. Regular maintenance ensures its longevity and efficiency. May-Thurner syndrome, while not inherently dangerous, can lead to serious complications if not treated. But as Boebert's story shows, with proper care and treatment, individuals with the condition can lead normal, healthy lives. It's not about the cards you're dealt, but how you play the game. Boebert's journey with May-Thurner syndrome is a reminder that health matters can sometimes take us by surprise. As we've seen, this rare vascular condition can manifest suddenly, even in the most active of individuals. May-Thurner syndrome, as we've learned, is a condition where an artery compresses a vein in the pelvis, restricting blood circulation. It's more common in women, particularly those who have given birth, but it doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone at any time. Boebert's experience is a testament to this. A Republican congresswoman, she was diagnosed with the condition following severe swelling in her leg. Her diagnosis led to surgery, where a blood clot was removed, and a stent was inserted to restore normal blood flow. Her journey, though challenging, ended on a high note. The surgery was successful, and she is expected to make a full recovery. This is the hope for all individuals diagnosed with May-Thurner syndrome, that with early detection and appropriate treatment, they too can resume their normal activities. Yet, as we've seen, prevention is always better than cure. Simple lifestyle changes, like avoiding prolonged sitting and engaging in regular exercise, can go a long way in reducing the risk of developing this condition. Awareness is key. With knowledge about the syndrome and its symptoms, individuals can seek early medical intervention, increasing their chances of a full recovery. So the next time you hear about May-Thurner syndrome, you'll know exactly what it is. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. And remember, health is wealth, so take good care of yourself.